Yo, you rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. Shout out to CommenterNation, greatest nation since. Yo, you feel me? Let me keep it quick. Let me keep it quick and painless. On patreon.com/TheCzarr, all rights reserved. That is the place you want to be for tomorrow. Today, shout out to Chris. Hey, I just uploaded the first video of the in brief details that I'm giving into what I've discovered in the statements dealing with Tentacion. If you haven't now, go over to Patreon, support the channel. The link's below, and you're going to be able to check that out. It's patreon.com/TheCzarr, all rights reserved. I'm going to be speaking in detail there. Guys who are over there, they already saw the first video. That's my start to it. That's my intro. And I'm about to get a little bit deeper with it. I'm going to be putting out the names of the witnesses. I'm going to be explaining to you why he's combating them. I'm going to explain it in detail because what y'all don't understand, there's different factors at play of people I haven't mentioned. And I've been mentioning the different witnesses and different people like that. But what I didn't tell y'all was how they fit. And I did that for a reason. You have to go over to Patreon to find it out because, listen, support the movement. Being a Patreon member is going to give you exclusive rights to interact with the show I have coming up. It's going to be a different format. It's going to be different stuff. My Patreon members, they get to call in without having to be in a situation to support. And they'll get to speak their piece, and they'll get to be on the line, and they'll get to speak to their peers. You get to speak to your peers. You get to do different things, and they'll be able to speak from a level that a lot of people won't, because I'm going to discuss some topics and things. We'll be talking about anything, but I want y'all to be open and able to talk on there because you want to be heard. You want to speak it out. It's getting deep because we're going to go through the different things. Shout out to Agent M and everybody else that is interacting. I mean, guys, it's really starting to play out a point that I'm seeing a lot happening. Just to give a brief understanding, we seen that somebody was fighting back, and we always wondered. But after I explain a few things, I'm thinking we're actually going to start to understand why. You're going to get an understanding why, and it's going to make it easier for you to talk about it. So I want you guys to get involved, get in it. Let me clear this up. Get involved, get in it. And I want to see a lot of different people show up and be able to call in and do the type of things that I want to do with this. I got a format I'm bringing. It was taught to me by a mogul. It's a lot that's going to be happening. Patreon members are going to be one of the top callers that are in, and they're just going to be more aware of different things that a lot of people won't if they're not within it and able to speak. Shout out to F. William, who gave the shout out earlier. I posted it in community. Go check out the shout out. I appreciate that. Another thing I want to say is, when we're looking into this, remember I told you to stay objective. I told you to stay objective for a reason. And as I go through doing the series, it's going to become more apparent why I said stay objective. Because there's something that's not right. And, you know, the first video breaks down that I dropped today in Patreon, explains why. It's like, it's not even a debate over it, you know? Every bit helps. Whoever's doing it, all you got to do, you could pledge 5, you could pledge 10, you can pledge whatever you feel on your heart. But Patreon is going to be where a lot of this kind of talk, I'm going to take it there. And I got to stay general on YouTube. Listen, I learned from a strong team of moguls, strong entertainers. I know how to be specific, and I know how to be objective in a way where I can only for YouTube. I know how to gradually put it. I can only do that a certain way. You know, not everybody's going to like it. And that's why this is the hard hitting objective perspective, because it's going to hurt some people, and then some people are going to rock with it. I don't expect everybody to be like, oh, I'm in it. But that's the thing. To the Patreon, I'll be able to have a more specific conversation because of the level of talk I'm able to do there. So go over, support Patreon. It's in below. Um, when you make donations, just hit me up on Instagram and let me know, look, I donated. If you're not in Patreon, and let me know, and I'll match up the name of the donator along with different things that are going on, and I'll make sure you get prime time in what I'm doing. But tomorrow is going to be about 2 to 3 uploads I have coming, and I'm going to do them long and in depth. None of these videos that I do on Patreon are public. If I drop a Patreon video, you'll never see it on the public platform. So that's where exclusive me speaking in a very specific way, you'll get to hear it. You'll get to hear it because a lot of people ask me why I'm not addressing this topic that way. There I do. And I really don't have to hold back. So go over, support the Patreon, and we're going to get into it. Thank you for everyone that stuck with Patreon as I battled through and I made things happen. Two of the most notable, shout out to Amber and shout out to Chris A. Because honestly, it all helps. There's a lot that goes on about it I don't talk about with y'all. There's a lot that goes on I don't talk about. Like, I can't. Like, and you guys are saying, oh, why are you doing this? Because I can't express myself a certain way on YouTube or they demonetize and stuff. That's what you got to understand. I don't even talk about that. I don't talk about that. And the great words Tentacion used, I do it for free, but I got to eat. If he had to eat, just like anyone, you got to eat. And I'm eating off of my mind and my comprehension of what the information is that I'm digesting and giving back to y'all and my viewpoint and my way and my understanding. So I appreciate all those that are rocking with me. Because, like, I'm telling you, I get interactions. I go through it behind the scenes sometimes. Even people that support me go through it. And that's why I need to grow so I'm able to do a lot more, especially with my station. And I want everybody interacting. If I get 400 views, I want all 400 people interacting. I want everybody getting their 2 cents in and being heard and understood. I'm not trying to disclude anyone, but I got to do it a certain way, especially for business purposes, because you got to understand, off of me doing this subject and stuff, you guys can speak how you want. I had business ruined over certain things. Yes, I had business ruined. People making personal calls to ruin business, making up narratives about my character when they don't know me that way. So I actually had business ruined over different things dealing with this. So I don't want you to think it's an easy street. And it's never easy when you're addressing stuff. That's why I posted F. Williams, what he said. Honestly, it's like, if you really got a problem with it, then you must have something to do with it. That's the only way I can see it now. After all I know, if you got a problem with it, you had something to do with it. That's not a doubt in my mind anymore. It's not a doubt. I can't deny that. After all I know now, I can't deny that. You had something to do with it if you got a problem with it. Period. There's no argument to it. There's no debate in that. And if you truly want to debate, support the channel. I'll give you your 2 cents to debate it however you want to. But I'm not going to take it sitting down and sitting back and letting you do and say what you want. You need to say and do what you want. Do it from your heart. Do it like you mean it. Support to do it. Clear out the platform. I'll let you say what you got to say. And I'll answer it. We got a new series coming. It's going to be fire. I'm going to have a different background. Yo, it's going to be on point. Sorry to my Patreon viewers. That's what today and last week we're setting up. I was working to set up to now. Tomorrow I'm going to give you those normal type videos with that background, but it's going to be exclusive because I'm planning, and if it's not this upcoming week, but the following week, that's when the new series is coming. So within the next 2 weeks, you're getting a new series. That's how it's going to be. We'll talk about any subject you want to talk about, especially this one if you want to talk about it. But those videos to Patreon, those are going to keep coming. The more I get, the more detailed documents I get, the more content they're going to get. So that's what I'm going to do. I got to focus on the viewers that are here that really do support. So I have to give them that respect. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to United States, New York, New Jersey, Florida, California, just to name a few places. And if I miss your place, post it below in comments. If you miss this going live, post it below in comments. I'm trying to give respect to where respect's due. And I'm trying to speak up because you guys don't even understand. There are some viewers around you that got people hating on them because they comment. So that's why I'm about to set it up. Anybody who got any hate in your heart, come on, donate, support. I'll give you the floor. We could debate it out however you want to. Of course, I'm gonna add a shot clock on it, a time limit, but you could say what you want. Say what you gotta say. I'll set it up so you can say, because reason you post in the comments is because you want to be heard. I'm gonna let you be heard. You know, I'm not like these other YouTubers who walk that fine line and then they're like, I want everybody to love me. Hate is fuel. Throw it here. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. The people that respect what I do, that's the only fuel I need other than the hate that you give. Because I know where you're coming from. And I already know a lot of ideology around people who got something to do with it. So I'm waiting for them to speak up. You guys love hitting the dislike button. You don't love speaking up. I think that's weak. Speak up. How can I be weak when I showed myself to speak up about it? And a lot of you didn't. When a lot of people, what was his saying? What was Tentacion saying? Remember to remember. What do you remember? What remembrance are you putting out there? I'm remembering till one of these guys go down. And honestly, if you want to be real, I'm looking at the witness list. I'm looking at the witness list and the people they're allowing to report on it. There are people that their actions in any normal scenario would not allow them to do what they have done. How did they do it? That's all I'm asking. So in Patreon, you're going to get in detail me asking, how'd you do it? So you're going to get what you're looking for. Support the channel. Patreon members get to call up. Anyone who's a Patreon member, the way it's going to work is when I have the show going, you call up, you guys tell me the number, the area code. And when your area code and stuff comes up, I'll let you speak. You're going to be first to speak and let people know. I don't care if every show you're speaking. I don't care. It's who supports it. And the Patreon members are going to be more knowledgeable off of the stuff I said in Patreon anyway. So if you want to support, them guys support, I'll let them call up and we can hear what they got to say. See, the thing is, I hate a lot of things, but I'm not a player hater. I'm not going to hate you because of what you think. That doesn't bother me. I've been authentic the whole time. You guys, just look on the internet at a lot of what people are saying. Look, these guys said nothing. When they're like, oh, he's alive, he's alive. They're giving you false titles with false information. We take one step at a time. They hate us, love them. Because they're throwing false information. He's alive. We seen him. Oh, he's down the street. Oh, I took a picture. Really? Really? Oh, I seen him yesterday. Oh, Tentacion, he's over here. They did all that with no proof. I told them show proof. They could not. Yet they get respect. How? How? They did it for click value. Yo, they did it. They clickbaited you. Then they want to swear up and down it's real. Because they're like, look at this picture. He looks like that guy. Shut up. Oh, it's common sense. God-given sense. Oh, it's God-given. You can see it. Just close your eyes and feel his energy. Like, shut up. Like, you guys, yo, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we did it the realest. They were fake the whole time. Go over to patreon.com/Czar, all rights reserved, and get ready. Tomorrow, we're turning up. I may be quiet on the channel here, but I'm not quiet in Patreon. I can assure that. We are going in. Listen, all my videos are private. I'm getting them ready. They're just going to be popping up on Patreon. That's it. They're popping up on Patreon like candy. I'm going to go in. You don't even know. It's about to turn up. Shout out to everybody. Check out that first video, all my patrons that I dropped. I recorded it earlier today. I couldn't get around to uploading it because I was dealing with some business. You saw it was cut off by some business, but I got that coming up. That's going to give you the groundwork for my mentality. We're going to get deeper into that understanding because, again, we're analyzing documents of something that's about to happen. And I'm speaking freely about the people mentioned in these documents. I'm speaking freely about it. So I'm literally talking about what they were doing when they did it, what I think's going on. So it is objective to what's released, but it's adding specifics and getting to think into what's happening and making you think like, wait, would suspects who are presented as suspects actually be witnesses? Just to give you, I can't kick it no realer. Could the suspects actually be witnesses and a few of the witnesses actually be suspects? I'm trying to tell you though. Listen, I analyzed this case from top to bottom. I am telling you this, and I'm not saying none of those men are guilty at all, because they did something. They did something. But I'm saying they couldn't have did it alone. They could not have done it alone. There's no way they did it alone. No way. I don't believe it. And I'm going to explain my point of view so we get an understanding. Go over, click on that Patreon, get ready for tomorrow. To all my patrons, I got an entertaining day for you tomorrow. Just like you sliding over to the channel, I'm going to have videos popping up back to back for you. I got different subjects I want to address. You guys can comment whatever you want to do below. We are going to get it in. I'm telling you, they're going to miss out. If they ain't there, they miss out. Bottom line, it's only going to be people who get sent the link that could get to the link. So everything else is private. So this is for y'all entertainment. I appreciate y'all. I owe y'all. So I'm going to give what I owe. You rocking with the one and only, your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorites time, your favorite moguls time, your favorites moguls, favorites time. We here in the building. Let's lock it down. Let's show them what we do. Let's get prepped for the next series and let's get things rocking. All rights reserved.